So the first thing I'm going to do is outline my brows, and mine are specifically designed for the 20s because they are so thin and short. So we're going to go in with the Dip Brow Pomade from Anastasia Beverly Hills in chocolate and this tiny definer brush, and I'm just going to make my brows as small as possible, as thin as possible. They also really rounded their brows in the 20s, so I'm trying to do that as well, but you know, I'm trying to also go along with the hairline of my brows. Unlike how we do our makeup now, I'm also making the inside of the brows pretty dark because that's how they did it. Now I'm taking this, basically this Sephora trio of shadows, and I'm just taking this gray color. It's a matte light gray, which really helps as a transition shade for this look. And really the key is to make that inner corner very high close to your brow and very dark in that inner corner, and then taper it down towards the edges of the eye. So you don't want to go very high up on the outer corner of the eye. So it's the exact opposite of what we do now. So I'm making that inner corner pretty deep with the gray color, and then I'm pulling it down towards the outer corner, but I'm not going very high. And then I just basically pull it around too. So I'm making kind of like a semicircle. So here I pull it around to underneath the eye as well. Another thing is you don't want to pull it into the inner corner underneath, so that's where the semicircle kind of comes in. Do not be afraid to pack on the color for this look. They really did very dark eyes, so really don't be afraid of that. It's all about the blending and putting the color in the right areas of the eyes. Here I am taking a more tapered goat hair brush, and I am just blending everything out that I've already done. This is just really no additional product. I'm just blending everything out. And then I go back in with more gray color where I want it. Really what you're going to see me do is do these steps over and over again. So go in with color and then blend it out with the goat hair brush. Go in with color with the tapered brush and then blend it out again. That's really what it's all about. I felt like this look needed a little bit of color, and purples were kind of the thing back then, so I took this shimmery purple shadow from Morphe and I'm putting it right where I put all of that gray color. It is a little dark too, so it darkens up the look a bit and makes it a little more vampy. The brush I'm using is an E45 from Sigma, the small tapered blending brush. It's got to be one of my favorites just because it's so precise but also blends out really well. Once I get those two colors to where I want, I take a black shadow and I just deepen up basically all of those areas again. I'm just making them a little bit more deep. So right on the outer corner, and then I'm going to pull that into the inner corner. And really, if you just, again, don't go too high on the lid. So if you have to blend it out, blend down onto the lid instead of up like more so into the crease on the edge. So I'm just going in with black, and I'm just really just going into all the areas we've already applied color, and then I go in again and I blend it all out as I've been doing. Then I'm going to take this color called Verve from the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. The Naked 2 palette is great for the 20s looks just because it's so cool toned and probably has the perfect, amount of colors in there if you just want to use that. But I went on the lid with that, and then I also put it underneath my eyebrows to give it more of a highlight in under there, and then I also go into the inner corner with this color as well. On the lower lash line, I'm taking this really small brush from Real Techniques that comes in some of the packs of 4, I believe, from them. And I'm taking black and I'm putting it right underneath the lower lash line, and then I'm pulling it upwards to give it more of a cat eye effect on the end of the eye. Then I go in with a pencil brush and I'm just trying to blend everything out. And then from here, I basically pick up some more black shadow on the pencil brush and I just start using that. And I'm just trying to deepen up the look again. I just want to add a little bit more black and make it a little bit more dark. And just like every other time that we've added color, I go back in with that same blending brush with no product on it and I blend it out, which now you see it has a ton of product on it because I've been blending so much that it actually adds it to the brush. I also really wanted to make sure that inner corner was nice and dark and went all the way up to the brows because that's kind of key for the 1920s looks. Now I'm going in with L'Oreal Black Gel Liner and this awesome silicone liner brush from Real Techniques. I really suggest this just because there's no bristles, so you can get a really great cat eye effect or on the winged liner effect. We're not doing winged liner today because they didn't do that back then, so I'm just adding this to the right along the lash line just to give me some more dimension. And then I add Demi Wispies from Ardell. They definitely didn't have like a lot of lashes back then. I don't even know if they were mascara on the top lashes, but then the bottom lashes were so defined, and really that's where they added all of their drama. So I just go in with Demi Wispies just to give me a little bit more on the upper lashes. Then I go in with mascara on my lower lashes, and I'm actually going to use bottom lashes from House of Lashes, which were extremely tricky, and I don't know how people use them on a daily basis. I don't know if there's a trick or something, but because you can't just lay them on your lashes and then go from there, it's really hard because you have to place them under exactly where you want, so as close to that lash line as possible. Now I'm going in with Give Me Sun from MAC and a fluffy brush, and I just want to add some sort of bronzer to my face to give me some more color. They definitely did not do this, but for myself, I just need a little bit of color. And they seem to really love blush back then, so I'm using this pink coral color that I got in my Ipsy, I believe, Hikari, and I'm adding that, and it was just like so much that I didn't add too much. And then I added this Master Highlight from Maybelline. It has shimmer in it, so we're not going to go in with highlighter because obviously they didn't highlight, so this already has highlighter in it to give it more of like a glow look. Then for the lips, I did something different. I'm taking this NYX black liner. It's actually a lip liner, and what you want to do is line not all the way to the end of your lips because they didn't do that. They had more of a rounded lip look, so you kind of want to fake that on your lips. So I'm lining with the black liner for right now because it also seemed to have some depth back then, so they did more of a darker shade on the edges and then a more lighter shade in the middle, which is funny because that's kind of what we do now. So I'm going to go in with this first, and then I'm going to go in with a Lime Crime Velveteen lipstick. I believe it's in Wicked. I believe. And then we're just going to go right up over that liner and into the middle, and it's going to create like an ombre effect. I also wanted to show you guys how I did my hair. So I took my Numi wand and I just curled my hair, and then I placed this headband right on top of my head. I don't put the bottom underneath my hair. I actually lay it on top of my hair. And then you just want to make sure the top looks, you know, feasible. And then you just take your curls at the bottom and you're going to tuck them into the band of the headband. So that's why we kind of lay it on top. And here I am just tucking the hair into the band of it. Just all the way around. Doesn't have to be, you know, you just really just, it could look kind of sloppy because it's curls. It actually looks better when you're kind of sloppy with it. And then I pull out one of the curls right on the edge of my face just to give me, you know, a little something else. This look was incredibly fun to do, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Please let me know if you did, and if you're going to be wearing this somewhere soon, and I will see you next time.